Hi there, how you doing? Just a quick lesson this week, improvised, because I've been ill all week and I'm a bit behind with my planning and my scheduling. But let's do a quick thing. Let's do a quick lesson on inversions. First of all, what kind of things can we play that involve inversions? Let's have a quick example and then I'll explain the theory and show you how to do it.
If you like it and you want more, you should hit subscribe.
So, inversions, what are they? They're chords that you already know, that you already play, but we've taken some of the notes and we've swapped them around a bit. But let's be more specific than that. Let's start with an A chord. Now, every major chord contains the first, third and fifth note of the major scale. So the A major scale, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. So we take 1, 3 and 5. 1 is A, and then 1, 2, 3 is C sharp, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is E. So we've got A, C sharp and E. Now, usually when we play a chord on the guitar, like that one, or that one, or even this one, we've got the root note, which is A, on the bottom. Then on top of that, there could be a whole mess of A's, C sharps and E's, and it doesn't really matter what the order is, you just choose whichever one sounds right to you in any given moment. But what does make a difference is when you take the third or the fifth and make that the bass note. A is always the root note of the chord, but you can put C sharp, which is the third, you can put that at the bottom, so that would sound like this. So you can hear the difference between an A chord with an A at the bottom and an A chord with a C sharp in the bass. And then finally an A chord with an E in the bass. So I can go from a standard A chord to an A first inversion, the first type of inversion, which is where we put the 3 at the bottom, to inversion type 2, second inversion, which is when we put the 5th at the bottom. Now admittedly that is quite confusing, so just to be absolutely clear, when we talk about firsts, thirds and fifths, we're talking about intervals, notes from the scale, but when we talk about first inversion and second inversion, we're talking about the first type of inversion and then the second type of inversion. So the first type is when you put the third at the bottom, and the second type is when you put the 5th at the bottom. If you'd like to download the diagrams and the shapes and save them and print them, then head on over to my Patreon page. The link is below and all of it is going to be there for you to keep. Okay, so all the chords I played in that example before, they were all the 3 major chords from the key of A. So all I used was A, D and E. Now some of them you probably would have recognised for sure, like the open A chord at the beginning, and then the A-shaped E on fret 7. Now, depending on your fretboard knowledge and your chord repertoire, you may or may not have recognised the others, so let's quickly go through those. So, I've got an A with an A bass, just a normal A chord. Then I played a normal E shape, but I did not play the thickest string there, the E string, so my bass note was B. Now, we can write that as E/B. A slash chord is another name for an inversion. So we've got a second inversion here. E, second inversion, E/B. E is the chord, B is the bass note. So we've got then onto a C sharp bass note with an A chord above it. So that's an A first inversion. And then I played a D, but I played a C C-shaped D. I've done videos on C shapes. I'll put a link to that up here. Then I did an A, second inversion. So E on fret 7 of the 5th string. That's my bass note. And then an A-shaped E on fret 7. Then a D first inversion, F sharp in the bass there, and then to a D-shaped A to resolve. So my bass notes were ascending each time. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, and then we missed out G sharp and went straight to A. So those are all the notes from the A major scale apart from G sharp.
If you like it, I think you should press like.
And just to finish off, a quick word about the shapes when playing inversions. You know your A shape and your E shape. What we do is we use parts of those chords, but also parts of the G shape. So there's a G down there, but I've dragged it up and turned it into a bar chord like that. Okay, it's quite a big, uncomfortable stretch there, but we don't need to use the whole thing. We need to take the 4 middle strings from that. The middle 4 strings from a G shape. So on the middle 4 strings, I'm going 2, 2, 2, 4. And also the middle 4 strings from an E shape. Imagine you've got an E shape there. Get rid of the 1st string, get rid of the 6th string. Just play the middle 4. That's a second type of inversion there. There's a second inversion. Those 2 shapes there are the ones I use most of the time, and they're the only ones I used in that example.
If you like it, why not share it with your friends?
Okay, like I said, that was just a quick lesson, completely improvised, with all the long, uncomfortable pauses cut out of it. Any questions? Please put them in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got something out of this lesson, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share it with someone, make a comment. All of that interactivity stuff makes YouTube believe that people are enjoying my videos, and it makes YouTube promote them a bit more. And I'd love to have a wider audience because I just want to teach lots and lots of people. Alright, thanks for listening. Any questions? Stick them in a comment below.